Alright, this is gonna be probably mostly bow. I might switch to some other parry weapons as well, because that is the most fun I'm gonna have fighting them, is if I can just parry it. Because if I'm just trying to position, it just feels very awkward. Which I know it's a skill problem, but I've fought him so much that it just kind of is like, I've done everything with the weapons I want to do with, so I'm not really gonna fret too much about it. Just gonna try to have some fun with bow and see if I can do any better than I have with it. Alrighty, let's get started. Alright. It's okay. Back up. Tracer. Pop. I mean, yeah, that's really good damage. Wonder how you get the power volley off so quickly. Maybe like that. It's like that. You just can't do it after an adept dodge. Okay. Well, after an immediate dodge either. Uh-oh, don't like that. We're good. Don't like this. Why am I doing this? What are those? Are those like for Thousand Dragons? Okay, I didn't even realize that was a thing. I guess so. That's okay damage. That must have been a power volley because I couldn't dodge very quickly. Really should reapply this. Yeah, that's much more damage for what I'm wanting. Probably could have saved that actually, but oh well. Alright, decent first area. I don't even think it's worth it to charge a tracer. Good enough. So the tell for the back one is when the first one explodes. such a generous adept dodge too. Careful. What is this? I'm doing weird things. Oh boy. Alright, just slow down. Oh, I wonder if load up's gonna be in this game. In the way it was in old gens, where it just kind of does it for you. Probably not, because the gauge is weird like that. You wouldn't want it just to expend... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to. It would just use it as you use them. Nice. So definitely want to make some more power volleys. Even if it is slower, I still think the extra damage is nice. It's at the very least doing something. I think the biggest problem there is that you still take damage from that. I assume from a secondary whip. And that still sticks around even if you get a wound or a flinch or something. I'm not meaning to do this. Oh my goodness. Too late. Too much. Too much attacking. I'm not even gonna bother with that. 10 minutes left. And poison might be useful. I don't know. I guess it would be useful to apply at least once and then not worry about it the rest of the time. It's good damage. Too early on that. I mean, if you keep zapping him, that's pretty good. I'm not quite sure why you didn't. I mean, that works, seriously, but I wish you would have done that on the weapons that I actually wanted it done on. And they're in turf 4, but, alright, cool. He's limping. Why are you limping? You shouldn't be limping. Off we go. And I might use the parry weapons that I didn't get kills with. Which I think the only one is the lance. I guess great short sword counts too. I'm not sure how good the parry or out of parry options are. It's still a perfect guard, so that's not the right monster. Why is Raidal so much faster than Arkfeld? Ah, you're going to a distant area. Whoop, let's not run down there. Yeah, I really need to be careful in power shots. You know, I guess I just don't have to chain dodges, though. Maybe this is just better. Cool. And if I do it like that, then I should get a better idea of how long my animation commitment is on just not dodging and doing stuff. I'm not even gonna worry about bombs, I don't need them. Ah. He's your pet guardian dog. Shoot that around. We're gonna apply this and Dragon Piercer. Tracer. Never mind. There we go. We'll do one more with just stationary play and see how that is. Because if I'm not just dodging around all the time, that's more time spent attacking and just waiting for the dodge to actually be needed. But yes, bow is the easiest weapon. As long as you know the monster and its timings, then, well, okay. Longsword's pretty easy too. Once you get charged, you just kind of spam that iframe move, but bow, you just have it out of neutral. You just get it. You can take damage still out of it. It's not completely like Adept, if I can speak, where you're invincible after you get the dodge. You still take damage. Part of me wants to say it's reduced, maybe slightly reduced. And, what is it? Slightly reduced, and you have hyper armor. So I think the only thing that's going to knock you out of the dodge animation would be fainting. Or maybe a pin, if they have like some weird combo pin. Or something like that, where they attack once and then grab, but Arkveld doesn't have that. But it's nice to not have to worry on rocks or gilly mantles or traps or anything like that. We can just do it regularly. There is one rock here, but that's okay. Missed the dodge, that's alright. Alright, well, I guess you've got some company, so I don't even know if it's better to use Dragon Piercer here. Maybe. Probably whenever you're out of juice. But if you've ever been curious about how Prowler plays, this is very close to it if you've played Bomb Prowler. I'm out of juice. Why am I spamming that? Also, if you've noticed the UI is bigger, that's because I can barely see it sometimes. The map doesn't need to be that big. I just have procrastinated on actually shrinking it back down. That's way too late on that attack. It hits you a little bit earlier, and you have leeway. Like, there's a lot of leeway on your dodge, so don't be too afraid to do it too early, because you're at the very least still positioning after it too. It's a very generous dodge. There's no need to be stingy with it. My bad for just sitting there and spamming Power Volley. Again, there's a nuance to it. It's very similar to Prowler. Your first one is your first boomerang, your second one is your second boomerang with a little bit more end lag. And then your third one would be like a Gathering Cats boomerang, where there's a lot of end lag on it, but it does do a lot of damage if you can hit everything on. I mean, that's the flow of the weapon in GU. Now, you don't get the Adept dodge with Gathering Cats, but that's just a plus here. Boomerang 1, Boomerang 2. I could have actually countered there, but that's fine. It's better to find chances when you can counter when you didn't than find chances that you can't counter when you did. Why did I not dodge there? I pressed the button. This is a good counter spot. Gotta get some dodges off here. Agreed, but I think we're fine. I want to heal though. I mean, really it relies on you actually getting the adept dodges off. Especially considering you don't have to charge when you have Tracer up. So charging sidestep is worthless other than getting the dodge off. And positioning if you absolutely want to a better hit zone. I really should do this. There are a lot of wounds I can pop. Place another Tracer, why not? Wonder why that one didn't refill my gauge. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That one did. Maybe it's dependent on how quickly you've used Tracers. Or maybe on how well you actually did the adept dodge. So it rewards you for timing it correctly. Instead of giving you more damage, maybe you have to dodge a certain number of times. I'm still not quite sure on what this is. Ooh. Alright, fine with me. Didn't even dodge there. I was looking at my items. You know, I'm keeping an eye on the gauge to see what actually fills it up. I'd like to dodge into that, actually. But yeah, I think this is better than just spamming dodges and dash dancing. Except here, and that's kind of the funny thing, your second boomerang, so to speak, is actually stronger than your first, which isn't how it is in GU. I'm gonna be greedy here. Got it. Interestingly enough, the tracer effect still applies even after it's exploded. Might be a thing where it counts as long as you're in the combo. Might just be a timing thing. Still have to have a bit of initiative with it, or else it's just not going to go off. good. I'm gonna heal here. And maybe you recover more whenever you're not in power coatings. Ah, yeah, that's still rough though, but it does deal less damage to you, which is good. That's actually pretty good to avoid a bunch of multi-hits that you would otherwise have taken. Because I've been one-shot by that so many times with Blade Master armor. And I don't know if they got rid of the defense thing. Whoop. Haha. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting that. Dangerous. Did I even refill potions? You probably, I don't know though, because I still took damage from that. Is there like a diagonal direction you want to dodge there to not take hits from the second? That was dangerous. I am too low on health to actually be playing this game. I don't think I refilled potions though. Well, we've got Skull now, so that's pretty good. Oh, he's just moving. He's not even going to play with Radau. Fair enough. Now, is he going here? Yes. And Radau's going to his nest. Be pretty cool if we could get sub 15. I'm sure we can. I guess I could do this. I'm gonna wait until he gets to this point because I don't want him to try to move again. Holding a charge gives you more charge. That's interesting. So it tries to get you to use more stamina. That way, more things happen. Huh, interesting. I wonder if there's easier ways to fill it up too. I wonder if you, that might be it. If we're holding charge while you do an evade and get an adept dodge on it, that might be what refills it a large amount. No. However, if you do hold, number one, we got sub 15, which is pretty cool. And that was without rocks too. The damage is even better there. But I don't know. I don't know what refills it so quickly. That doesn't refill it at all. What about Dragon Piercer? No, even though you're technically charging. That doesn't do anything. That refills a decent amount. And that does too, just by proxy of actually filling it up. And just holding it refills a decent amount as well. I'm curious what the meta on that is. But hey, I'm glad with sub 15. That is a very deep fried end screen. And I don't know why. Okay. Go ahead and try to do a lance run. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only other parry weapon that I didn't get a kill with. Dual blades have parries, but yeah. And yes, I mean guard parries. Which I guess if I'm counting bow, dodge parries are similar. But dual blades parry isn't always a parry, unfortunately. And this is a weapon. Okay, we'll do lance. It's not a bad weapon, it's a fun weapon, but I don't know. We got 10 more of those. I wonder what other ingredients I have. Can I even see? Not much. I ran out of these a long time ago. All right. Is there not a way? I guess it probably just auto sorts, doesn't it? All right. We're going to try to beat this guy. And actually kill him. But this will require a Brox, most definitely.
Are you prepared?
When an individual bow pellet does more or slightly less than your individual lance stabs, it's a bit silly. But yeah, I mean, this will be the last time we'll be able to fight this guy like this. Like, at the very least, this weapon gets to stick to the monster. Even if its damage numbers aren't outstanding, you're only dealing slightly less, and actually these are the same damage as the bow pellets we're doing. but you're only dealing slightly less than the Switch X's swings without amped mode, which is a little silly. Give it to me. I mean, I feel like this is fine, right? There's probably better tech you can do, but it still feels pretty good. You can move it. You can block pretty much any time as long as you're not immediately attacking. I'll try to hit that at some point, and it's just very fluid. Now, after those, I can do a guard, or a tackle, not a guard tackle, but a tackle. I mean, yeah, after Switch X, it just, any weapon feels nice. Hammer felt a little off, but that's one of the only other few weapons you actually have to position somewhat decently with. It's just a very punchy weapon. Like, this is the closest you'd probably get to gauntlet weapons, just because they're very defensive. That leaping thrust was very fast. Maybe they just made it slow whenever you're trying to combo it with really quickly together. My bad. It's okay though. And I do like the smack because it reminds me a lot of that guard skill from Frontier. I guess it was also in Rise, but it wasn't as good. Reflect is what it was called in Frontier. The one in Rise was, it's more Sunbreak than Rise, but still. You had to give up stuff for it, like you had to give up your adept block, while the one in Frontier was just there and you could deal very good damage with it, and just a lot more going for it than the one in Sunbreak. Had range on it too. Let's not spam this too much. Alright, cool beans, off to the next area. So I think I want to play bow. I don't know. Here's the thing. Do I want to have a tougher experience? The toughest experience, and I don't know, it depends on the changes to Switch X. But that would be Switch X. So if I really wanted a harder time, not necessarily difficult, but more difficult than what it would be if I used bow, then it would be Switch X. For sure. If I wanted something not as easy, I don't know. Hammer. Because you can't just parry your way out of situations. You know, one would maybe say Charge Blade, but Charge Blade has a parry now, so it can't really be considered that either. It's really easy, and it was really easy to use against Arkfeld because it just did so much damage. Good part break, already broke the horn. Took forever to do that with Switch Axe. Like, I love Lance here too. Gun Lance was fun. I mean, there were a lot of fun weapons here just because of the parries, but there were some real stinkers. I might actually fight Gypceros with Lance, because I haven't really fought him much. I should have done a power guard there. If I'm not comfortable enough to actually perfect guard it, then I should just power guard, because that gives a decent comeback attack. I mean, is the damage lower? Yeah, but not that much. I mean, compared to bow, sure, but, you know, it's not that bad. I was making it out to be really bad when I first started playing the beta, but I saw how bad it could actually get. And this certainly is not the bottom of the barrel, surprisingly. And I love Lance. I think it is the absolute safest weapon in Sunbreak. It's my favorite weapon in Sunbreak, but that's not really that much of a surprise. Let's try to hit that so we get some decent damage off there, because I did just fumble it. Also need to really try to do some more of those neat little guard counter things. Alright, he didn't combo that, so I wasn't able to punish it. I would have liked to have finished that faster, but I guess it just ate the input. He tries to chase, he gets put in a trap. I must have lost recovery up or something because I'm healing less, is what it looks like. This is a good counterattack time. Once more. Missed it though. It's okay. Punish. Funny thing is, I made the thumbnail for Switch X before I actually completed it. And I thought, this is gonna have to be a field quest one. But I think I did it on the regular quest, so I'll have to redo the thumbnail. Low in health here. Comparatively, at the very least. Alright, I need to retreat at this point. Do whips here. That's fine too. I can counter that. Good job, Arkfeld. Playing very nicely today. It's actually better to use your A button combo there. You just can't move it. Really need to sharpen bud if you'd like to. Let me, never mind. Hey, buddy, old chum, come on over here. I've got a friend for you. You're really not wanting to move, are you? He's finally started moving over here, but didn't follow through. This one's not going to happen because he's just not moving either. It's kind of frustrating that he just doesn't cooperate sometimes. Brain had a just complete dead moment there. I was like, what weapon am I using? I have to press X to counter this. That's right. There's no weapon you do that with. Switch X if you do your sword counter, but that's not recommended, especially against those attacks. I just kind of lost it there. Look, there's another vine trap. Cool. It's all right. Yeah, we won't be clearing this one, but if we see Skull, we're home free. Won't be if we're doing 8 damage. I feel like we're gonna see Skull. Can we hit the tail? We can if we curve it enough, but he can hit us with his tail, so not as reliable. So yeah, it's no bow, but you know, I don't expect it to be. Wonder if the extra little bit of power from the up thrust would actually push it along. I want to say charge counter was the one where you actually offset. We're gonna try that. Next attack, we're gonna try that. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Okay. Gotta get it levered correctly, though. Too early on that. Well, did we see Skull? I've got 244, so I think we'll be able to see Skull. He's just not moving. Well, he went up to the higher area, so I guess that's cool. I might try to avoid rocks though, just to see if we get him down to the skull. And maybe it is damage based, and he won't move until you deal enough damage to him, but I don't think so. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the rocks for now. Yeah, it is. So how do you get that out consistently is the question. You've got to have a long enough opening for it. It's not gonna work for you if you keep doing that. And I still take damage from that, interestingly enough. That did 60 damage, so it might be based on the hits. Also, we got to skull. I'm pretty happy with that. That's possible. Am I gonna upload this one though? I don't think so. But I could. I could upload a sleigh quest. I don't really think it matters though. It's possible. That's all I really care about. And if anyone asks, I'll point them to this VOD. Ah, more lance, more lance. This may not be the most involved weapon to watch, but it's pretty fun to use. Because you're just punching the monster in the face over and over. I'm going to try to use charge counters more because that was a lot of damage. But if it is like an offset, then it's likely you'll still take damage during it. I don't know the timing on it. But it'd be nicer to... Can you get to it? No, you can't. Interesting. Didn't do the inputs there, I guess. Time for your acupuncture. And I guess you're safe while trying to build up to it. Is it not raw based? Because one time it did 60 damage, 30 per poke. The other time, like here, it did not do that. Okay, so you don't want to time it early. So can you just eat the attack during it? I guess we'll try that next. I'm just experimenting here, honestly. You can't eat the attack. Okay. So then at that point, how generous is it? Is it like Switch X where you just activate it immediately? Or do you actually have to get the thrust out? Let's see. Oh boy, why are you over here so much? We weren't over there. Kind of wish you could use that as a grappling hook. That'd be pretty fun. Especially in the air. Like, pop up onto that. I know it's not strong enough to do, but... No, and maybe it is an offset. Maybe it's just an offset. So you don't do it against large attacks. But that feels kind of worthless to build up to if all you can do is just not much. That still hits through. How big, how wide are those explosions? I guess is the question. I mean, I find it interesting. There's a weird thing there. But you have to probably have it timed really correctly. So much so to the point where I'm abuseful. Like, yeah, you can't just eat things with it. Oh, okay, no. And that did like 75 damage on a weak spot. So you just have to time it correctly, and if you don't, you'll pay for it. Okay, but it does good damage. So I guess, okay, you're probably building up with mid-thrust. Why was focus mode not on? I was holding the button for it. Why did it not go? I thought something was weird. I was moving too quickly. I don't know what would have caused that either. Okay, it seems to actually have a pretty long animation that indicates the guard. Yeah, it does. You might have to charge it more though to get more use out of it. But it is good damage, actually, surprisingly. I kind of wish they would buff the regular charge too to incentivize you to use it in your regular damage rotations. I get why they don't. They want it to be high reward but higher risk. Was not doing focus mode there again. It's still not doing focus mode. What's the deal? Okay, too late. Or too early, actually. Wonder if you can actually fill that. And it's still a dodge. Okay, so even if you only charge it like once. However, in the case of a multi-hit like that, you can dodge the first hit, but not the second, because, you know, used up your dodge. But other guard up attacks, you can actually counter pretty easily. There, I would have been fine if I would have just released it and went into guard. I'm just gonna go for some quick wounds. And again, it's so tough to actually get to it quickly. That you really have to commit to just trying to spam it. Two, three. Because it's not an offset, doesn't trigger offsets. Don't like the wind press on that. Oh, but there, no, it's not as generous. Two, three. Maybe it's like you're hitting it with the shield or something. That's interesting. But only because I broke the part. It's more of a cool clip than anything. How much time is there left in the beta? I'd like to fight the Gypsaros at some point one more time. I've got over 2 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Alright, well, just ignore the rock, I guess that's fine. 1, 2, 3. I'd like it if that did like 50 damage. So one of your hits. Because waiting for it to charge just makes it feel like it's better to do the triple poke, which I understand they're wanting you to use that one too, but it's an all or nothing thing. You have to use 3 of your attacks to get to it. So either you build up enough to, you know, try to do that, or you just punch it in the face over and over. Your idea is to just punch it in the face over and over, especially considering the damage is somewhat similar, and one you don't have to get a counter on. We'll look at the... Did they even turf war? They didn't. He's not going to another area. Oh, it's not there anymore. Okay. Sometimes they respawn quickly, sometimes they don't, I guess. I mean, yeah, the damage looks okay, but I could have gotten it off there. I was just afraid it was the quick roar. $13, $13, and 21. That's what, 26 plus 21. So what, 45? 47. So, no, it is significantly stronger to do the counter poke. If you get the full charge off. If you don't get the full charge off, or if he doesn't attack you during it, then it's not actually that good. That's strong enough. And if you don't charge it at all, it's worse by far. Yeah, because see, that's only 27 plus 27, which is still more than the triple poke combo. Alright, well, Vine Trap just being there. I guess I didn't activate it the first time. Yeah, see, because it only does 36, which is less. And if you miss it, you're taking damage, which isn't a lot in, you know, regular cases, but in this case particularly, it's just like, no, it's not worth it. And if you don't even have enough time to get the charge out, I don't know. Like, I understand it's cool, but if there's no easy way to get to it, I'm gonna try guard dashing into a slap. No, it just resets your combo. See, and that's just too long. I'd be hit if I had waited long enough for that to actually land. I feel like the more consistent damage is just triple pokes. Thank you for keeping me in the line of that attack. It's very helpful of you. Yeah, and finishing with your supercharged lance attack is something I've not been doing because I've been focusing on doing that so much. This is just greed. I think we're fine though. Supercharged lance attack. It's your charge. It's your strong charge. That's only doing 19 for some reason. It was doing 26 before. Just honestly quite odd. So, I mean, it's less now. Wait, no, it isn't. I think I was just counting it wrong. Because if it is doing 26, that's even more. It's at least 40 plus 6. So that'd be 58, I think. No, 52, but still, I mean. That's doing 20 now, oddly enough. Do you get a damage boost from blocking? I don't know. He's not being very cooperative at all. Like, consistently with... Which weapon was it? Just some of the, you know, mismatched weapons. He was always running to the rock area at 10 minutes in. Why did I get hit there? It was a very easy, consistent thing he was doing, and now he's just not. My bad. I didn't need to poke there. It's okay, though. I'm very much ready to not be sick anymore, so I don't have to mute to cough. Again, this is 100% possible. If we get Skull without any rocks, except for maybe the one in that one area. Like, yeah, this is absolutely possible. It just relies on him actually being consistent. Which I guess he's being consistent right now and not being consistent. It's one way he's being consistent at the very least, but it's not useful. I don't like being this low on health. It's just not fun. I know I have a perfect guard, but it's not perfect. I need to do these more. I've not been doing them because I've been focusing on that one attack. But that, look, that's even more damage than that weird counter poke thing. So just trying to weave that in as much as possible when it's safe. I mean, I feel like that's just going to reward you so much more. Put it way too early there. All right, we'll do one more with Lance. And we're going to focus on just poking, getting out those charges whenever the time is right. And that will be our goal. And hopefully he will play nice. Okay. Time to do it. And I'm sure he's out on the field, but I don't really want to fight him like this. Again, all we're relying on, look at how much, or how many potions I have compared to mega potions. Uh-oh. It's the last of the Eastern honey. How many items do I have for cooking? A little bit more. I mean, I'm running out. I mean, oh, okay. Well, I have a lot of... Wait, what? Oh, okay. I see. I get you. So I'm almost out of my secondary ingredient. My third ingredient I don't have any more of. Well, I guess it's time to stop cooking because we don't have that. That's kind of funny, actually. No, that's a finishing touch. So I don't know what the deal is then. All right. This will probably be my last Arkveld attempt. Unless I just really get the craving for it on my own, but I only have 2 hours left. That's not really going to happen, probably. I guess if that's the case, I can use lure pods, but at 10 minutes, I'll use the lure pod and drag him over here. But that's the only time I'll use it. That should set him on his correct pathing. Hopefully. But he could just also stray from it. I say it should. It doesn't have to. You do get a little, like, mini attack boost. Either that or that's just the return thrust. How do you do that? It's very odd. Oh, okay. They're kind of invisible sometimes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Haha. Good power clash. Slap him. Poke, poke, poke. It's a-okay. I'm ready for you to do your big stuff that I can actually counter with strong attacks. That's not it. Ow. I can't counter that, but I should be able to counter one of these. I can't really counter that one much either if he doesn't do the secondary. This one I can counter though. And that's really good damage. He should counter this. Didn't it stored my inputs there because she didn't do the guard the first time, so I mashed it, and then she did it, and then she did the payback thrust. It's like, okay, well, that works, I guess. All right, boom. Don't like this, but we'll follow through. Dangerous game we're playing here. I've got to heal. I guess that's good because it gets sheathed. I need to spec one of these wounds. Like that one, never mind. Alright, this will be a guard counter. Chance maybe. You think there would be more power clashes, but there really aren't. Like, you get two very quickly, and the third one doesn't come until like 10 minutes later. Come on. Get down, please. Get down, please. I'm mashing B. I'm mashing B so much. It's the second time you've done that in short succession. Yeah, this should open you up to a big attack. Not really. I wonder if it's better to just do a return thrust there and not worry about the payback. It is a bit slow. Don't need to slap it if you don't think you can reach it. You're doing really tough stuff here. Alright, we're safe. But, and again, I've had a lot of fun with this, finding the weapons that are like really fun to play. I know it sounds like I'm down on it because he has some weird interactions, but that's just how it is, especially when the monster is just so overtuned. Like, it's part of it. So I'm not too upset. It just can get to be a little draining if I do it like 6 hours in a row without any breaks. But that's just not wise. I'd like a better opening here. I mean, that was a fine one, but I'm gonna try to hit him in the face here. Never mind. Oof. All right. We've got 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna draw him over to Red House spot. It will be nice to not have to be on a timer to actually play the game, so I can just take it slowly. Smack. Still haven't gotten a KO, which is kind of funny. Oh, that didn't hit many good hit zones at all. Fair enough. And again, I really love it when the weapons make you, not reward you. I guess in a way they reward you, but they make you happy to see the big attacks come out because you can punish them. Some weapons are just like, oh, here's that one attack. And even if it's just dodging behind it, like, you know, some of the big attacks I didn't mind on Switch X because that was a very clear opening. In fact, the worst ones were the dragging attacks, like the one where he kind of makes a claw out of his chain blades and like either drags them backward or pushes them forward. Those were the worst ones because they were just hard to avoid sometimes, depending on where you were positioned. And they came out so quickly compared to the ones that had actual tails. I am stretching the limits of this USB. All right, 1 minute left. Where are you going? And the weapons will grow on you whenever you have to use them for something like this. Unless they're just like really not good. But for the most part, Charge Blade grew on me. Hunting Horn grew on me for sure. I mean, you heard about that if you watched the other parts. I really should have sharpened as I was chasing him. That's fine. It should be about time anyways. I'm guessing since I can stick to him, he's kind of leading the fight away from the regular areas, and that's what's leading to him considering that to be a move and not being bothered to actually move. I've got a single Luropod left. Oh, they give you potions on the secret pouch. That's pretty cool. Did you just unaggro? Okay, he didn't. He did something weird, but he didn't unaggro. I was gonna say, I have 2 of those left, and you're just gonna not for some arbitrary reason? Hey, buddy. I want you to meet my new friend. That's not gonna hit him, but oh well, that's okay. This is more important anyways. Need to sharpen. Ooh, wait. Haha, I'm gonna sabotage your fight. Give him the zap, buddy. You can do it. They shouldn't turf war. They're fixing their turf war, aren't they? No, not quite. Yes. Pew. Oh, that was a pretty cool struggle there. Arkveld lost though, which is good. We don't want him to win. That shouldn't hit me. Only does 148 from the grounded one. He didn't fancy that beating too much, but now he's moving upwards. Yeah, I don't want to fight you. Oh, I know what I can do. I can finish off Arkveld, or not Arkveld. It's what we've been doing the entire weekend, 2 weekends, last 2 weekends. No. It's actually finishing Raydal, because I didn't finish him. I believe I did Great Sword. What did I do Raydal with? I did Great Sword, Raydal. Okay, so I can do Long Sword and Sword and Shield, and I think that's it. Get up there, please. Please get up there. And this is like a terrible spot on the map because there's a tiny ledge, so you're gonna hop and miss it the first time. I feel like they did it on purpose. Alright, I'd like you over here if you could. That shouldn't reach me, but that will reach you. I'm just gonna block that regularly. Are you headed over here? I kind of like that. In some ways. Here comes the cough again. If you guys would like, yeah, he's not gonna mingle. He's gonna leave. I don't know why you won the fight last time. It's pretty cool of you to do that for me too. This way, buddy. Should hit. Unless he sideswipes it. You really like to do that, don't you? Alright. This way. We're not gonna miss this one. Go, 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 go. Alright, this way, buddy. Please hit it. It's so finicky sometimes. I wonder if it's better to mix in a wide sweep while he's down. Bird. I wonder if you're not invincible during that, but you might have armor because that is cheap. Do you want to jump maybe? All right, we've got 5 minutes left. I don't know what his health is looking like. He's not on skull quite yet. I don't need lure pods anymore though. Alright, this way. Come on. I wish this were more consistent to actually hit instead of just hitting the wall, but... So, 1, 2, sweet. 1, 2, 3. And it may not be faster. Where are you going? I think he's flying up. And I could hit that second boulder there, but I'm not going to worry about it. We've got 5 minutes left. The rest of the rocks should be enough to knock him into skull territory. And then we should, in theory, be home free because he'll jump up here. Oh, what you doing, buddy? I'm up here. I'm up here. What are you doing? Okay, I guess I just wanted to go back down. No? I mean, you did it to yourself. He is in skull territory now. Alright, we got another rock, and you just jumped right in under it. Good job, buddy. You know the drill. I guess all you needed was a lure pod. You needed a snack to draw you in the right direction. Ooh, one idiot. There is an aggro line there. I never really noticed it. I never made an effort to notice it, I guess, too much. Trap, please. This one should work. Or is he flying away? Hold on. Should hit. Nice. I wonder what threshold the skull is then. If we're looking at 30%, that would be what? 400? No, it had to be more than 400. If he's at 11,000 and something HP. I don't think it is. They might have made it 10% for this specifically, but there's a lint sleigh. Wasted the trap though. He didn't get to go in it, but he did fly into it. We're gonna say it's 11,800. I don't think it's that much. We'll say 11.5 just to be conservative on the value. Times 0.3, so it'd be 3,450 for the skull if it was 30%. It'd be 1,150 if it were 10% HP. I didn't even have to do that on my calculator, but whatever. That seems more correct. Because we got about that much off. More than that off, actually. In that last little area. So that, yeah, that makes most sense. Normally, and maybe the skull specifically is 10%, but everything else, like capture and stuff, is at 30% for this. Or they made it specifically 10% because that's what I believe G-rank monsters are usually. So they just wanted to make it more difficult. But yeah, there's Lance. I'm gonna go fight a Gypceros. And... ooh, wait, no. Before we do Gypceros, we're gonna do Raidal. Longsword and sword and shield. Let's do sword and shield. And I guess on the bright side, this is just stuff I can put on the main channel if I'm looking for something to put on there. Wilds are related until the game comes out. I'd rather do the regular quest. And thankfully, oh my goodness, we're not worried about time. Oh, that's so nice to not worry about time. We're just gonna punch him in the face for 30 minutes if that's how long it takes. Since we're gonna power clash, we want Doshiguma armor. And we don't need... what's it called? I don't remember. I've completely forgotten. We don't need, Divine Blessing because he's not hitting like a truck. Some attacks do, but most don't. Let's get the cat here. I will join your quest. And I guess I'll also try to, where does he spawn usually? I think down there. But I guess I'll try to, and he might spawn at the base camp, but I'll try to, finish those other investigations. Did I do Arkveld? I did Arkveld again. Haha. At some point, I will also, and this is just later on stuff, I want to try to do this similarly, maybe in GU, because we're getting to the end, and I feel like I can maybe record a bit better like this in a more, or in a less professional style setting. I don't know. It's not professional, but it's more relaxing here. Dost thou spawn over here? No, you spawn in
A supply shipment's coming. Hope you find something useful.
this area. And no, we're not taking him on a rock tour because we don't have to. And that's nice. We don't have to worry about that. We can just use the weapon for what it is. Now, he's a bit weird, so parrying might not be as useful. Okay, yeah, you're slower too. You're not as fast. You're very slow. It's nice to fight a different large monster, though. At the very least. Oh, you are dealing more damage as well, which is pretty cool. Ow. I want to get a power guard off, though. I'd really like to do that, or a power clash. Goodness. I mean, it's not that long of a guard, but I just don't know your timings that well, I guess. I'm gonna parry. I'm gonna parry. I'm waiting for it, and I'm gonna parry it. Not gonna parry that, though. Man, your attacks are harder to parry. Goodness. I wonder why. I wonder what the deal is. It's just so slow, comparatively. That didn't count, apparently. Dude, what is the deal? Alright, don't be afraid. Don't be as afraid. You're not gonna die if you get hit, so just wait late. Dude, what is the deal? Why are his attacks so much harder to parry? Alright, don't count that then, I guess. I'm not getting a lot of damage off, but that's just because it's weird. Do they have like special skills whenever you fight Arkveld specifically? That doesn't make any sense. I was getting so many perfect guards off on Arkveld, but here it's just like, no. There we go. Well, we're one step closer to actually getting a power clash. There we go. I'm doing it too early. It stops before it hits you, and then you do the guard. I wonder why he drags it in the ground so much, though. That seems inefficient. And you are very slow. There we go, good. There's another one. Oh, okay. You can't be that close to the face. I was treating it like Arkveld. I can be right under his neck. No, you can't. And I could parry that, but not on my first time seeing it in a while.
More supplies have been added.
Oh, that's fortify. So you actually do get fortify. Also, I don't have 4 pieces of the armor. Why did I not equip the waist piece? That's actually pretty neat. What's the group skill, I wonder? Maybe it's like a pelt thing? I don't know. What pelt category of armor? There we go. Now we have Powerhouse 2. Oh, he's far away. And while I am glad to not have to worry about time, part of me feels like I am rustifying
Able to use them as a trap.
while not having to worry about it. Alright, don't move your head down, I guess. You don't really seem too interested in defending yourself. Interesting. Some attacks you slow down, but some you don't. Surprised I haven't activated a power class yet either. You were so slow. That did hit me, okay. I think that tracks probably, so you sheath, which isn't a problem with this weapon. Does 18. Oh. So it's like World, you can only get on the back of the face whenever he's up in the air. Which is whenever he's mounted. Where are we gonna get that power clash? It must be a head-on attack that can only trigger it. So these aren't gonna trigger it, and there's no real point in trying to focus on perfect guarding it if it's not gonna work. Get back. I know I can punish that, but I'd rather punish this here. Fair enough. Would you like to do another physical attack? Yeah, you can't really power clash this guy, can you? Only thing I can think of is maybe the lightning horn. Oh, that was a bit of a jitter. I like how you can just charge chop out of everything. Doesn't matter. You can just always use your best attack. Yeah, I don't really think I like that B button attack out of a I say a grab, but it's your wound attack, because it takes so long. It's gonna flinch the monster anyways, so I just assume do a falling slash or something. You gonna super or just zoom? There's a bit of tracking with it, but not much. We're gonna do this again. Yeah, see, that just feels kind of worthless, honestly. Ow. Wait, do it again. Aw. Do it again, come on. You can do it, buddy. Yeah, I don't think you can really power clash with this monster. And maybe you can't do it with flying wyverns. It's very close. But I've gotten braver since fighting a worse monster. Not bad-wise, but difficulty-wise. Ow. I think since those are projectiles, you can't power clash against them. Yeah, I guess it probably needs arms to power clash against, and you have wings. You have wings. You don't have arms. You have wings. Ooh, we're gonna swivel the chair for that hit. That is an option. It's a weird option. It feels odd, but it does work. Yeah, that is a bit of a fake out attack, isn't it? Alright, good enough. And he's still tanky, which isn't bad. You know, he's not a complete pushover, but he's not anywhere near as difficult. I'm just taking this casually. But it's much easier to read his attacks now that I've come back from the flagship. Can I hit that? Not really. I can hit that one though. I would have loved to have done a perfect rush there, but it'll be a bit delayed. Ooh, careful. What are you doing? Oh. They're climbing on you. I didn't even know those monsters were over here. I mean, I kind of like them. They're different. Not just because they help, but just because they're different. You don't really normally see small monsters sacrificing themselves just to... you know, it's kind of an inverse. Normally the small monsters sacrifice themselves to get in your way, but this time they're sacrificing themselves for no absolute reason, no survival instincts at all. They just kind of do it and are like, I did my job. Maybe they know. Maybe they know what's going on here. Hit it. Nice. Alright, we're doing this again, and we're going to do a jumping slash. And maybe you have to time it. No, you don't. It's just not the correct option there. And some monsters, I'm sure, move back less. Like Doshiguma probably doesn't move back as much, so you can combo it. But this is just better. And then you can charge chop after it. He moves far away still enough, though, so maybe you continue the combo. But I'm glad the shield isn't just a pot lid. And it actually can be used if you time it correctly. If you don't time it correctly, it's still not amazing, but it's, you know, not as bad as it used to be, I guess. Ow. Like, I didn't take damage from that, and that's one of his decently more punchy attacks. Uh-oh, what you doing? That's what you're doing. Oh, never mind. I thought that was your big one. But it was not. It was not your big one. Oh, you have really long cooldown after that too, which is cool. Ow. Big one. Oh, never mind. I mean, this is your damage rotation, I'm pretty sure. Are you going to your nest already? I know you're not weak. Unless he is weak and he's just not in the school threshold. funny part is that I played this section of the second one a lot more than the first one, but I'm gonna have less VODs of it. I had 5 of the first section, and this one I'm only gonna have 2. Oh, almost there. Haha, punished. Just for trying to do your funny thing. Add my back to him. Ow. Be interesting if you do a charge chop out of a evade. Kind of like that clutch claw thing in Iceborne. You have a lot of wounds that have just been kind of sitting here. I guess I should clean those up. I'm not going to reach that one right now. That's not going to reach. Not quite sure I'm going to reach that one. Ow. I didn't expect that to hit. Okay, this is where I reach it. This is where you reach it. Another wound destroyed. Got some of them crystals off your arms. Cool. We're almost there. You are tanky though, surprisingly. I've got 2 minutes left and we would have failed Narkfeld. However, I'm not using rocks, so it's very different. Very different indeed. However, 2 minutes is more than enough. I used 1 rock, actually. Ow. This is probably it for him. He's just standing there. He's ready for it. I'm ready for it too, bud. Kind of share. The feelings are mutual. Out of there. I'm surprised you're taking this much, though. Good on ya, I guess. Still not it. There we go. Alright, there is Sword and Shield. All we have is Longsword left for right now. And we'll have the 2 big bads completed with every weapon. I have no particular interest in going with for the rest of the monsters with the other weapons because they're just not as fulfilling, I guess. I don't know. They're neat to have, but well, we can jump straight to Longsword. Now, Longsword doesn't have Power Clashes. Doesn't have, well, maybe it does have Power Clash, actually, but it doesn't have Power Clash, so unless I plan on fainting, I don't probably need to wear Doshiguma armor. I don't know what else would be better, though. I guess nothing, really. So, wear it in case I faint. Let's eat a meal. Get a lot of food skills.
Hard at work?
I wonder if it shows how many times you've completed it. Not really. All right. We've gone for over 2 hours once this one's done.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
This shouldn't be that difficult. Now, leave it to me to make something simple difficult, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen, I don't think. Now, I know there's like very weird longsword tech, but I'm not trying it. Okay, my fault. Wasted it. Ran right into that. That's okay. Again, it's more, it rewards you for knowing the monster's tales a little more. That's why it went so well with Arkveld. Gotta get a feel for your attacks. Oh, you have actually an infinite combo now. Time that way too early. Cool. Can't counter that. You might be able to with like a weird, I really should be doing more R combos and then reacting with the regular stuff, and I guess punishing the wound animations as well. Okay, too late on that one. But now we just kind of spam and dodge everything. Aha. I'm not even using like strong attacks because I can actually. That's the thing. It's not Arkveld, so I don't want to have access to that dodge as much as possible. So I can like not do that, not just stand there and take the hit. Gotta mute, so didn't mean to do that, but it just kind of throws me off whenever I have to cough. I don't know. I tried. Okay. My thought there, my actual thought was like, if I press the R button, I'll counter his wound with some weird attack that counters wounds for some reason. Which technically that's kind of how it works. What is this? Well, that didn't do much. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out what that attack is. What is it? Oh, wait a second. I think I see what it was. It was like a spirit whirl. I'm not looking at the monster. Hold on. Poke. Nothing I can do there. Oh, that's what it is. No, 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 no. That's just the evade. Yes, attack the bad hit zone when there's a tail right in front of you. Good job.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
I mean, it's got, you know, it just reminds me of old longsword, where you just farm spirit gauge and use spirit attacks. Not want to get out of there. Which is fun. I like it. It's simple. You just fill the gauge and empty the gauge. Fill the gauge and empty the gauge. It's not too overcomplicated, and it gives you some nice evasive options. Yes, there are charge attacks you can use, but you don't have to deal somewhat decent damage at the very least. Now, obviously, max DPS is going to use your weird attacks. Okay, I hit the buttons for it, but I may have hit ZR a little weird. That's not gonna hit. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but oh well. I really should know this. Oh yeah, no, don't want to try that. It'd probably be better to actually special sheath that. Then, and I guess I could, well, I could have actually done just a regular, Fade slash, not Fade slash. What is it? The swoop slash.
Okay? Nothing broken?
I don't know, the one I've been spamming to get dodges. I could have done that one there. I just didn't think about it. I was trying to roll out of the way. I'm really not hitting many great hit zones either. Cool. Alright. That's fine, I guess. How did one do that? I guess I'll do this. Oh, that actually does a lot of damage. Alright, I guess I'll be doing that more. Hold on, poke this. I think you can like cancel that if you're in a bad spot too. It's like a helm breaker cancel or something. Oh, I didn't do the weird release thing though. Fair enough. There might be you might actually have to do that mid combo. Or it's just a follow up. Yeah, it's just a follow up. I've been spamming it too much though. Oh, I see. I see, I get ya, because it takes you down 2 levels to do the second one. Makes sense. Smell. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Get off, get off, get off. Oh, no tail, no tail. We can't get on the tail. Alright, you done shaking? Does that level you up? It does not. So it might be better to actually just get off. Oh, yeah. No quick sheath. Slow. And then you get a second, okay, boost off of that if you continue. Okay, so that's your combo. You make wounds with the big bang. And then you close the wounds with your regulars. I'm good here. I'd rather not have to roll that if I don't have to. Oh, we missed, but we made a wound with it, so I guess that's cool. That's more permanent. Or not permanent, but... Yeah, don't even try that. It's just, it's too risky. Tried to do the inputs for a... EI slash, I think? I don't know. Well, that happened. And we immediately got it back. How do you do the one thing that I did earlier? It does so much damage. I have no idea how I did that hunter art looking attack. Shows how much I know about this weapon. That's why I was a little afraid of fighting this guy with longsword or the other weapons, because I hadn't used them that much. Pum, 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 pum. Ooh, don't like this. I'd like to poke this though. Never mind. I should just do this actually. Okay, that hits. That counts as the hitbox. I didn't expect it to. That's a-okay though. Oh yes, do this attack. Never mind. I keep getting faked out by that. Let's hit some good hit zones, please. Way too early on that. Did we miss out? Nah, he didn't even pull down there. Yes, run into it. Good job. Oh, and that does count as the hitbox too, so we're back up. Oh, you're actually attacking, you're not leaving. Ledges, ledges. We love ledges. I thought it ended there. Well, it looked smooth enough to actually climb onto, but I guess it's not. You gotta take 2 minutes to not jump up on the ledge. Wow, we're at 2. We might actually fail this. Again, leave it to me to make something so simple be more difficult. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't have tried to outrun it. I'm used to Arcveld, you being able to outrun most of his attacks because they're not as tracky. I mean, they're still tracky, but not like that was. That was very tracking for how big of an attack it was. Don't hit me, please. I'm gonna punish your face here. Right there. I really need to do this, evade with it, then attack with it once more, and just give it time. Yeah, I mean, we're doing much better timing-wise, though. Alright. Getting too trigger happy, though. Not now. We're good. Spin. Cool. It's probably not going to be active by the time we get to where he's going. And he might... Oh, he's just going where Arcveld goes. Okay, fair enough. Can this be cleaned up? Yes, obviously. But it's still fun. Right. We're gonna try to actually do the parry playstyle correctly, though. Haha, 1 damage, 1 damage. Oh, no you don't. Does it actually reward you with more? I don't think so. I don't see it doing that. I need to not do the... Oh, well, I ran out of it anyway, so that's why. But yeah, definitely don't do the overhead slashes. Foresight... Yeah, Foresight Whirl Slash. Can I do anything word from neutral? Not really. Oh, that's actually a really long combo. I just need to not... Don't spam it so much. We're gonna be reactive here, actually. There we go. Now poke him. Poke. There we go. Good poke. I have a feeling he's gonna do a super or something like that. Comes the big one. And he actually cooled down that time. Alright. So it's probably going to be low enough to where I can just do a special sheath, or not a special sheath, Spirit Thrust. And hit him with that. Got 3 minutes, 41 seconds left, and we wouldn't be Darkfeld. And he's gonna actually sleep here. He's not just gonna go under the rock. As long as we play it safe. Do you see me or do you not? Alma, I don't really think it's a good idea to be down there. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to. I mean, we'll be able to, but... what's the best option here? Can I not just Spirit Thrust in neutral? I can, it just doesn't show up. Okay. And you have to be in super mode to be able to do the super strong attack, which makes sense. Didn't have enough gauge for it. Oh, so you also have to have enough gauge. Fair enough. Oh, oh no, the close range stuff. Or not the close range, but the opposite of close range. Too early on that. Fair enough. No ledges there to stop us this time. What was that? Okay, interesting. Oh, careful. There we go. 1 minute, 53 seconds to spare. So a little bit better than Sword and Shield, but we didn't use the rock for it. So that's an extra 500 damage Sword and Shield got.
That's my partner.
So obviously can be done lots better. And if I put the time into it, I probably could do pretty well with it. But if I'm going to play a bunch of different weapons, I can't really, unfortunately, put too much time into single ones. Unless, you know, they're like the ones I baby. Lance and Prowler. Which will probably be why I'll use bow quite a bit in this game. Because you get a get out of jail free card. It's an interesting rock, and it just falls due to you shooting a tiny little pebble at it. Or tiny little piece of metal. I mean, I find it interesting that that happens because I feel like there's more than that just floating around here. All right, so we've got 2 more quests left. One's a literal punching bag, I believe, and the other one is just the sandworm, which I wasn't really that big of a fan of, honestly. Let me switch to bow, and we'll take care of those bad boys. Bow. There it is. It's the last one. We'll want stamina surge. That can stay. I find it interesting that there are a lot of stamina surge pieces here. All right, Chedacabra and Balahara. We'll do the punching bag first. Why not? These should take at most 20 minutes for both of them.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild. A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
Oh, he's in the like worst area too for him. Not for us. It's really good for us. He probably just dies to the rocks alone. Q, 16 damage. Oh, you have many more open now. Yeah, I'm really not worried about you, bud. Sorry. You don't scare me. I do like that he uses Rajang Skeleton, though. He's not gonna last very long, though, unfortunately. Poor little feller. I'm only here because it's on the quest board. No other particular reason. Phew. Not yet. Okay. Ow. You actually hit me. Is this it? Not yet. That might be it. No, this'll be it though, for sure. Down you go. Sub 5. Yeah, I don't know. I love Bo so much. It's so fun. It's so easy to just pick up and play.
Trove of new data.
Oh, it's so good. I'm looking forward to when they'll have like the old mods though for the sound effects, because I love the meaty sound effects that the weapons had in the older games. Now you just kind of shoot the monster and that flies out. I'm not quite sure why these monsters are made of rock, but oh well. Also, interestingly enough, you no longer have your close range attack. It was worthless anyways, but it's kind of weird to see it gone. Be interesting if they actually made it useful. Like if they made it refill a lot of gauge. Or honestly, if they just incorporated it into the adept dodge. Oh, and another thing. You don't have to use items with both. That's another awesome thing. So no more having to use close range coatings. You can just use your full power. You just have to manage a gauge. That's so much nicer than having to bring items for it. Bowguns still have to bring items for certain ammo types, but even then, they're also infinite on their regular ammo,
They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
which are your main 3 types. So unless you're using an element playstyle, which unfortunately we'll have to use those weird, which I kind of find it odd. Like if you, 60 minutes remaining, really? Well, I'll probably just kind of play on my own. Just have fun. Either that or I'll do a last little 60-minute session. I guess I could do that maybe. I won't do Arkveld anymore. I want to have that memory be pretty good. And fun. Yeah, that's gonna be too quick to actually punish easily though. Okay, and that's an attack. Alright, you're gonna be a little more difficult, ain't ya? Can I please get up? Thank you. Water blight. Oh, water blight.
This'll freshen you up quick.
Yeah, that's not easily punishable with bow unless you see it coming from a mile away. But if you're adept dodging it, then you're kind of punished for it. I guess you could just do this. Oh, wait, you can just dodge out of it. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, you just shoot it out. Interesting. It hits, but it doesn't lock on. I'm gonna try to get one at the very least. Can't do it like that though. Yeah, I don't think this works with bow. It's more of a bonus to other weapons, but bow doesn't need it either. Which is good. It's a reward for other weapons that can hit it. Like that one we could hit, but I don't really see need to. Alright, hit me. Fair enough, I guess. You don't want to. Not a very good attacker, am I? My goodness. I'm pressing the button, but it hits earlier than it looks. What you doing, buddy? Oh, I have water blight too. That's not good. I'd rather, okay, that's not that much damage. Not enough damage to build up and do. I mean, I guess it's the big attack of getting used to these timings, but that's fun. That's the fun part, learning the timings on the attacks. I wish there was a melee counterpart that had an actual adept dodge that wasn't just a one time. Like, you would think they would give it to the melee weapon and not the, did that flash you? I'm kind of surprised it did. Aw, missed the tracer. Good job. I'm just curious if this is even worth it. Oh my goodness. You're too squirrely. Hit it. There we go. Good job. Only took you forever. And now you're gonna waste the time.
This ought to put a dent in it.
Oh, you're doing this, okay. And I could get in a depth dodge off of that. If I knew the timings. He does it twice with a delay in the middle. You're a weird monster. Fair enough. You're actually putting up a fight here. I thought you would be easy, but you're actually a little more difficult. Actually, with this, I fought every monster in the game with bow. In the beta, specifically. Ow. Alright, we're focusing purely on the depths now. I'll have to suffer a damage penalty right now, but that's okay. And I need to slow down. He's not Chotacabra, that's for sure. Pew. Oh, we're not gonna pierce though.
The monster's exhausted.
You don't have the best hit zones either for... Yeah, it's very similar to Arkfeld, actually. I don't know. Arkfeld, it's a weird name. Like, if it were Arkvale, that's a pretty cool name. But it's Arkveld, and I think of Garfield every time I say it. Or like Seinfeld or something like that. It's like, did I say that right? I feel like I'm adding something to it. Like, Arkvale is pretty cool. It's like veiled and stuff like that, but maybe it means something else in a different language. Veld. And if it are Arkveiled, that would make sense. Poor little feller's exhausted. Yeah, you can't use projectiles whenever you're exhausted. I need to recover stamina. I'm gonna dodge into this for that. Oh, you poor thing. You've been weakened beyond the use. I need to use quick shots a little more too. Yeah, see, this one's actually a bit harder to hit good hit zones on because he's weird. Alright, well, yeah, that comes out so quickly. It's like it hits you first before it actually reaches you. Does it reward you for not charging? I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna watch, hold on. Way too early.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Too early. See, because that refilled. Maybe it rewards you more for not charging. Not great. Too late. Mashed the button, but I wasn't actually aiming. Come on, hit me with something a little more substantial, not squirrely. Okay. Yeah, you're a bit of a tough cookie to crack, ain't you? I'm gonna sabotage your fight. It's also not a great monster for Dragon Piercer.
Another monster's horning in.
Oh, okay, so you don't just... I think I have to shoot him. And then he falls over. Well, I'm not going to see anything if I just adept something at full gauge. So, let's empty that out. Now. Alright, we're going to just start dodging early to make sure we position it. You do like wasting time too, don't you?
Looking weak. Almost there.
Well, I mean, we haven't put much effort into it and it's almost dead, but
This way to the shock trap.
a little too late. I'm sure some unsuspecting monster will not walk into that randomly. I'm not even gonna let you sleep. Alright, well, you can just teleport like that then, I guess. See, now I'm used to the slow tells of right now, so I'm like, okay, I've got a second before that comes out. That's my issue. If I maybe stop focusing so hard on moving. But if you do Darley there, then it punishes you. See, some of... that's kind of annoying too. Some of his attacks are slow. Some of them are quick. He's not a hard fight. It's just, you know, there's no real easy way to just kind of hit him. That was a very delayed adept dodge, though. Oh, you kind of look gross like that, buddy. It's like your jaw's been broken or something. It's probably fixing to go down, but this is very anticlimactic for the final fight. Oh wait, you shoot that thing. Haha. Oh, and that's perfect spacing for this. Come on, give it to me. I did 1,000 dragons instead.
Time to go on the offensive.
I didn't actually do that much, never mind. So maybe spacing's better with this monster and constantly dodging. That way you get better vantage points.
That's my partner. I spy an ancient relic.
Unless he gets like a G rank subspecies or even a high rank subspecies.
This thing's a true of you.
Or just something that boosts his power up. I don't see it too interesting to actually have to fight him. Wow, it's already been 2 hours and 36 minutes into it. Well, I guess we can cap it off with an Arcveld. With bow, of course. I guess I can just skip to it. Skippity skippity hop. Don't know why I said that. But yeah, this was fun. It was a lot of fun. We'll give our good farewell to Arcveld. What's this multiple targets thing? If Arcveld's in it... Not really. Oh, okay. So if you create a quest for the monster. Yeah, see, I feel like that's not what you want to do, though. You get that extra little bit of time to actually fight it before you actually, you know, get the thing. All right. How much time we got left? Got 43 minutes. Okay. So I'll have my little finale here with Arkvale, and then I'll kind of do my own thing. Off we go. I do need to get that great sword Raidal kill.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Found before I delete the original video of it.
This will help with this quest.
Shouldn't be that difficult, but I guess I could always just pull it from the VOD that got uploaded. And it'll be a while before I run out of space enough to do that. Go. Wonder how you get the quick power volleys. Is it like a quick thing? I wonder. Maybe you press it while dodging. My bad. Okay, don't pull out the tracer. Remember, manage your resources correctly. Pew. What is okay? I think as you're charging. No. Oh, it might be at level 4 only, where you can immediately do the power volley. Get that out, please. I didn't mean to do that. No, power shot comes first. That's interesting. It's cool. I just don't know quite what it is. I guess just after an adept dodge. Tracer this. I might be too far out of range, actually. Yes, do the quick shot. It's not that quick. You can't just slap him and then immediately not be punished for it.
This'll freshen you up quick.
It's not going to be the cleanest run for the finale. For sure, it's not going to be the cleanest run for the finale, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, how quick you rust.
Keep an eye on its chain-like appendages. Learning their attacks and reach will be vital. More supplies have been added.
Ow. No, come on. Alright, slow it down. We'll focus on dodging first. And remember, you don't have to dodge too much. You just would rather be in a good position. Yeah, the weird arcing upwards does kind of hurt it sometimes, though. I wonder what makes it refill a full bar, though. I'll have to look that up. See, that one refilled it very far. Maybe consecutive ones fill it up more. Alright. He's mad. Got another wound on the face. That's pretty cool. There's no way this isn't just the safest weapon in the game. Ow. Never mind, Ow. No, Ow.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Pew? Ah, I didn't hit that much. Well, I guess we didn't have power coatings equipped. And maybe one of the tracers not actively filmed more, but I don't think so. We'll do this, why not? Alright, well, you're not just guarding. You're not heavy bowgun. That's not a good hit zone. Way too early. Falling apart. Yeah, it feels off sometimes, which I find interesting because I had a very delayed adept dodge on Balahara. This may not be the smartest attack, but oh well. That refills some. Yeah, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy against the whips. Dodge backwards. Unless it's this whip, and then you dodge somewhat diagonally. Not like I did there, but like back and diagonal. Well, I mean, that's what diagonal is, but more back. It's a scary attack because if you don't get it, you're one shot. Not always. But that's why it's just safer to dodge backwards most of the time on the regular whips, but can't do it there as easily because you will be punished, even if you have hyper armor. Pew. Oh, that's a bad miss on the strong attack. Looks like he's going to the upper area, so we are doing worse this time. But that's okay. I don't mind. We can take a tour of the rocks. I'm not going to go to the bottom rock area, though. These are perfectly usable. Haha.
Time to go on the offensive.
It's probably dodge timing. The better it is. No, I didn't get any from that. Maybe it's when the tracer's in there that it doesn't refill. That's not a tracer, though. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe the stronger the attack it considers? I don't like being in this corner. Because now I'm just randomly back up to 3. And maybe it considers tracers to be... I don't know, though, because I don't always have a tracer on and it just is slow sometimes. That shouldn't hit me. It did hit me. Fair enough. That almost killed me. Ow. I'm not triple carding. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let that happen. I have used up all of my mega potions, though. It's kind of sad. Alright, not great. I'll have to look at a guide on how you actually refill those faster. Well, missed 2 of the rocks, but... Oh, 3. No, 1 of the rocks. 1 of the rocks. That's okay, though. We don't need them all. Yeah, we'll be right at 3 hours for this finale, so I'm fine with that. I know many people don't watch these, but to those that do, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I triple carded. That's okay. Just me being greedy. You know what? I might go for another one. Not smart, I know, but I don't like that attack. I don't like that that's on the Dragon Piercer inputs. Yeah, we'll do another one. It can be a lot cleaner. We'll focus on dodging next time, though. Shouldn't hit. Good. I'd like a cleaner one than this. This one was a bit messy. And I was moving around a lot. Remember, we're better off stationary, really. How much time am I gonna have for it though? As long as I have 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, I've got 30 minutes left, so that'll work perfectly. Wonder if you charge it, it lasts longer. I doubt that. That doesn't seem right. And maybe it does more damage when it explodes when you charge it more. There we go. All right, there's one. We'll do one more though. Now this is going to be a big file though in DaVinci, unfortunately. It's okay though. I'm curious how big it is right now, but I'll check whenever I'm done. But yeah, we'll do this and we'll be done. I know I said that last time and the time before, but I'd like a better run than that was. I have shown you I can do better in this exact sitting. This will be the last time I fight you, Mr. Powerful Boss. I guess I probably could do a sneak attack, but I'm not too worried about it. So as long as you get the tracer out, you're good. But it's until you get it out that you've got to be careful. The small monsters were not here, it would be better off. Really not trying to hit me that hard, are you, bud? Come on. Give me a good wallet. There you go. Not bad. Let's slow it down. I would like to hold off from healing, and I guess I can. You know what I like to do? Get close to the monster for one. I'd like to sabotage you though. I can't really do that easily. Haha. I mean, this is another free one. Just a little too far out of range though. How are you stunned? saw stars over his head. Well, maybe it does stun damage to other monsters. I pressed the button to do that there.
Time to go on the offensive.
That one refilled. That one refilled too. I'm curious why that one refilled. That one didn't. Maybe it is timing based. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. And maybe it fills up more when there's no tracer. No, that doesn't make sense though.
Look out!
Hey, okay. Probably should try to pop these at some point. Good deal. Part broken already. I believe that was the horn. Oh, way too early.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
Going back up to rocks, but this time much earlier.
Fire!
And we just broke 3 hours. I wonder if it'll lock on or if I can just spam super attack here. Yes, I can. Don't jump. Cool. Ow.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Well, I'll be glad I don't have to do this anymore until we get the, like, EX type quests. Okay, fair enough. Oh, you can just wall run. Fair enough. I didn't know this was like rise. All right, yeah. Diagonally at the very tip of the whips. See, and that one gave me like almost 2 full bars back. Maybe it's cooldown based. I don't know how you tell though. Agreed. Surprised you're not limping yet, buddy. Oh yeah, you're really not limping. Fair enough. Well, I mean, we're not even 10 minutes in. In fact, he's really just coming to meet Radell. Ow. Rocks are back. Wait, did I ever drop those rocks? I'm pretty sure I did. Fair enough. Uh-oh, there's a glitch on the bar. I thought something looked off. If you see, it shows there's a tracer shot, but there wasn't. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't have that much, and I don't. Agreed. I think it should be fixed now, though. He's fixing to be on his deathbed with all of this extra damage that I normally don't deal to him. I hope you're not aiming at me, buddy. He chased him out. There's the skull. That won't hit probably, but we can hope. Yeah, it hits a weird spot there. Are we gonna get a sub 15? Yeah, we should. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, we've got 2 minutes.
I'll be fine. I got it covered.
There we go. Sub 15. Minute and 33 before it wasn't. There's the second one. Much better run. Didn't faint a single time. Got a bunch of rocks off. Not that many actually, but still. Did much better there.
Trove of new data.
Cool beans. All right, Mr. Beta Artfeld. I shall see you never, I guess. Goodbye. Certainly time I end this because it's going to be very large. All right, thank you for watching. That was, again, a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. This was my first actual beta that wasn't demo like Monster Hunter Rise, because I wasn't around during the World and Iceborne betas. I mean, I was around during the Iceborne beta, but I think it was like PlayStation only or something like that. Either that or I didn't have the Xbox thing that you needed to play online, so I sat out of it. The only reason I actually got World originally, I got an Xbox One S or just a regular Xbox One, one of the two for it, because Glavenus was in it. I was like, oh, maybe if Glavenus is in there, they might put Prowlers in there. It's been a long time I have been a fan of Prowlers, so I have been obsessed with them for a while, but they never did. But it was a fun game. And of course, I got the PC version of World, which was oodles and gobs better just because of being on PC. But no, I wasn't around during those. And of course, I was able to play. I didn't play the 4 Ultimate one. I played Generations and then GU, of course, because I think I played the G or the Double Cross demo. Then I played the GU demo whenever it was actually announced, but I'd already played actual Double Cross on the Switch because it's not regional. And I think I also played it on my 3DS through different means. But this was the first actual online type beta that I've ever been a part of, which was fun. It was a fun little experience. It's exactly what I expect from it, just a little more open. It's more open than the demos were because those gave you a set piece of armor. You couldn't change it. Set weapon, you couldn't change it. I mean, you could change the weapon, but it was more arcadey, which, you know, is understandable. But this was a lot of fun. Either way, once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the main game whenever it comes out. Bye.